how rates, whether rates are being hiked, rates are being lowered, how that affects the stock market. And I think the easiest way to think about that is if the Fed is raising rates like they were, over the last couple of years, the assumption with stocks is that businesses are going to be less willing to take on debt to grow their business or return profits back to investors because the cost of doing so is more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so the assumption there is that profits for those companies maybe aren't going to be as high. And so you see maybe stocks down sometimes when they're raising rates. On the flip side, the assumption when rates are being lowered like they are now is that those businesses, especially the smaller ones who aren't as fortunate as like a large cap company to have excess cash, like you hear about Apple sitting on like $1 trillion or whatever that number is. A small company doesn't have that ability or that luxury. So they have to take on debt to grow. So the assumption is that when rates are lower or being lowered like they are now, those companies are more willing to take on debt to continue to grow their company, which in turn should increase their profits and grow the business. And so investors are more willing to or wanting to invest in a company like that because they think that those companies will grow when they're able to take on debt at affordable prices.
That's right.
Any opinions are those of myself and not necessarily those of Raymond James. Expressions of opinion are as of this date and are subject to change without notice. The information contained in these podcasts do not purport to be a complete description of the securities market or developments referred to in this material. The information has been obtained from sources considered to be reliable, but we do not guarantee that the foregoing material is accurate or complete. Every investor situation is unique, and you should consider your investment goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon before making any investment. Prior to making an investment decision, please consult with your financial advisor about your individual situation. Any hypothetical examples are for illustration purposes only. Actual investor results will vary. Raymond James does not provide legal or tax services. Please discuss these matters with the appropriate professional.